Hey folks, maintenance day today on the Deli. I'm going to take you for a cruise in her in a minute because she's developed a little bit of an issue. You'll see what I mean in a sec. Right, let's see if you can hear this. Not that, that's just my squeaky brakes. Oh, did you hear it there? Oh, we've dropped. Right, let's try again. Well, typical. Can't flipping hear it now. That's probably because I did lube them up a bit the other day, but basically it's making an almighty squeaking, particularly when the vehicle lunges forward, also when you go over speed bumps, etc. Let's see if it makes it as we pull onto the drive. There you go. So we identified it as being the ball joints, and as it's been on my list of jobs to change all the bushings and everything on this vehicle one at a time as and when I can, we're going to start with all the ball joints, track rod ends and inner track ends. So that's today's job. Don't think this is the really bad side actually, this side, but yeah, see how bad she is when we take her apart. So this is the first time I've done anything like this. Well, I've done ball joints before. I think I might have done track rod ends on the Suzuki SJ back in the day, but definitely never done the inner track ends. So currently we're just waiting for a part to arrive, waiting for a ball joint splitter. So we figured we'd have a butcher's and let the rabbit see the dog, or dog see the rabbit, whatever. We'll get our heads around the idea. And my first question is, what is the fluid that's coming out here? I can see the grease, but is it just wetted, thinned down grease? I would think so, but on the whole it doesn't look like it's going to be too bad of a job. I have faith. Watch this space. So, as I've mentioned, I'm not a mechanic by any means, but I'll have a go at most things. But for today's job I've enlisted the help of a friend who came into my life through van life, mon ami, Dan, who lives in France, and he's over doing some work with us for a while. I'll introduce you to him in a minute. But despite the fact that he lives in France, he is a Brit and enjoys the finer things in life, like Yorkshire tea, but in particular, check out this caramelized biscuit brew. So this is tea that is flavoured like you've been dunking your biscuits in it. Genius. Right, I will introduce you to Dan in a second. Brew time. Right, we've got no ball joint splitter, so let's have a go at the old shock and awe process. Ready? 1, 2, 3. There we go.
As we say in France, play of a child.
So look. Yeah, so it's a case of the old floppy. It is fucked. So now we've got to work out how to get this off without the... Oh, it doesn't look like that tool in the video is going to help there anyway. So it had like notches on it, didn't it?
Yeah, notches there, yeah.
I think these are like locking tabs, aren't they, by the looks of it? I think they need bending off first. I'd say I'd put money if they bend them off, push that out of the way, that'll, because they're bent over the notches that you'd get the spanner on. You see what I mean? Or the grips on, rather.
Could be, yeah.
But I bet that'll slide down the shaft, then get the grips on it and give it a good crank. Okay, this is proving to be far from an easy job. We don't have the tool to take this inner track end out. We have managed to shock the ball joint apart, which is lucky because my in-law forgot to bring the ball joint splitter. Anyway, moving on to other problems. We've shocked the bottom ball joint out, but there's not enough space to lift it out. So I'm going to grind the bottom of that off. We seem to have a leak on the steering rack, which is a pain in the ass. We are currently, there's not enough leverage to get a tool onto these notches on the inner track end. So we're going to have to drop the whole lower swing arm out of the way. A can of worms springs to mind. Finally got the full track rod assembly off with a lot of swear words and a big old plumber's wrench. Now it's just a case of putting everything back and counting the thread turns on this track rod end. He says, hopefully. Right, for comparison, if we look at the old floppy inner track end, look at that, and then compared to this one with this, I can't even make that move. Now, it never felt like it had any slop or slack in the steering actually, but I guess looking at that, it was just a matter of time. So just about got it all put back together. Bits of that were fun. Locating or working out how to drop the bottom ball joint in when all the weight is working against you was fun. Undoing the inner track end, equally fun. Fun and games, eh, Dan?
Nice job, good job.
Well, let's hope we can do better on the other side now. Now we're pros. Cup of tea time. This is the bit that was an absolute pig last time. Let's see. Get that a bit tighter. Come on, Dan. All this resting on you now. I've got the camera rolling.
Yeah.
Don't put too much pressure on that bumper. She's 20 years old, mate. There we go. That's it.
There we go.
There she goes. Look at that. Wow.
Jobs are good. Oh, we didn't even do the security tab thing.
No.
No. We didn't even bend them out of the way. That.
Oh yeah. Well, they don't do a very good job then, do they?
My brute strength just did it.
Well, that took like an hour and a half less than the other side. Okay, second bottom ball joint is on. If you know the correct procedure, please tell me, because wiggling that into place is like, I'm trying to think of a metaphor, but I don't know. It's hard anyway, but it's on now. That is the hard bit. The inner rack end on this side was quite easy, so now it's just a case of top ball joint, which is easy, even with the spacers, and then tightening it all up and everything. That side so far has taken about an hour and a half, which is about an hour and a bit less than the other side, so that's improvement, right? All finished for today. It's too dark now though, so I'll record something and show you in the daylight. Just got to get the tracking done now because I can't do that myself. And it looks like CV joints need doing as well. So, but a long and hard day, and got it nailed. So here we are. New track rod ends, new inner ends and boots, and all new bearings. I'm going to give this all a clean up shortly and wire all this rust off and give it a lana guard. It's going in next week for new CV joints all round. That's a job that I don't want. Well, let's go and see if that noise is gone now. Okay, let's see, shall we, what she sounds like now. Remember before, sounded like a pram when I went up and down the curbs. Oh yeah, this one's automatic. Okay. No bouncing there, and the steering feels tight as hell, which is lovely. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, no bouncing, no creaking, no horrible scraping noise. Well, apart from my tyres catching on full lock, which we need to sort out another time. And the steering feels bloody lovely. I didn't even realise there was an issue with the steering. It never bothered me before. But yeah, that feels flipping lovely now. Okay, so ball joints and both track ends done. Mission accomplished. I'd say that was a success.